welcome and thank you for tuning in to my channel. This is video 2 of this lei right here. I already have video 1, which is how I made the braid. If you already know how to make these braids, no need to watch the video 1. But if you don't know, you can go ahead and watch video 1. okay, so this one is already decorated, but I will be showing you how to decorate another one. But first, I'm going to let you in on a little secret I have, something that I like using for my lace. And as you can see, I used it on this one. Well, these have wire, but I'm putting it real hard. And the flowers, nothing comes off. And the secret is that I do not use hot glue. Well, I do, but not all the time. For most cases, most lace, I only use this little secret weapon right here. This is called alien tape, and you can find it at your local Dollar General or at your local Walmart. If you look for it at Walmart or Dollar General, they're both always with those where they have on display all the as seen on TV, pots and pans, heaters, you name it. Okay, that's where you will find this tape. And I use it because you can always change things around. You can always take off things, put things, or if you just want to use the braid again, or you want to use the cutouts, put them in a shadow box, maybe as a memorabilia. You can always do so. And as I said, this tape is very, very strong. I don't know if you guys got to see these 2 lace at Amistad Florals and Crafts. I had them, I believe it was 1 or 2 months. They were on display there, and then I had them at display somewewhere else, and they've just been all over the place. These things have been traveling all over, and they're intact. Nothing happens. It's because of that tape, and especially when I use like $100 bills, $20 bills, when I have to put add them to the lace, the big bills. Who wants to lose a $100 bill or so on? No one does, right? So I always use a tiny piece of this tape because it helps me reassure that that bill is not going to fall. And yes, of course, I do add oh, this one doesn't have it, wire, so that'll hold it. However, I like to really make sure that those bills ain't going nowhere, and that's when I add the alien tape. Okay, so let's get back to the lid. Okay, so I don't know if you've already seen my the upload that I had earlier. It's on my short what are they called, shorts on YouTube. Okay, you saw the butterflies and the numbers. Well, it's the same lei, guys. It's the same lei. It's the same one. I just used the alien tape to redecorate it. However, I thought of at the moment, but it's the same lei. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. I will take these things off. I have to take them off very, very carefully to make sure I don't tear the cutout, and I do not tear and I don't damage the ribbon. So it's gonna take me a little bit. It's gonna take me quite a while to take this off, but I will be fixing it to a different way to where it looks just a little different. And also, I will be telling you the sizes specifically for, well, the butterfly I already made a video, but like for instance for this one I will be telling you the size of the of the picture itself, the offset, and all that good stuff, and to all the other things that I have to be adding on the lei. I will also go over the size of this lei. So bear with me, and don't go anywhere. Please hold. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I already removed everything, and as you can see, it didn't damage my lei. It's all in good conditions. All we have to do when using that alien tape is be very, very careful when we take off the things, and also when using that alien tape, that's the way you know that that's the way you want your lei, which is the case for these over here. That's how I wanted my lei. That's how I wanted it. I wanted them to stay. So I just press on it very, very good so that it stays. Otherwise, yes, it's gonna fall because it's not going to stick quite well. So in order for it to really, really stay and stay where you want it, make sure you press on it. Okay, this lei, let's start by the size of the braid, and then we'll go to the overall size. Why am I telling you the size of the braid? So that you can get an idea as to what size cutouts you can add, how many bills you can add, because the longer the lei, the more you can add per se. This one, I believe it's a 78 inch. So it has 3-inch flower, 7-inch cutout, 3-inch flower. This one is, I believe it's a 4-inch cutout. I would need to go back to my notes to know the exact sizes. But I mean, the longer the lei, the more money you can add, the more cutouts you can add, the bigger cutouts you can add. So if it's going to be short, you can't add much. However, you can still add enough for it to look pretty. Please hold. Okay, let's get back to the braid. This braid for this lei is, we start from under this, under the knot. And my glasses, I can't see. Okay. And 46 inches, 46 and a half, 47 inches. As you can see, I already cut the ends and I made little dovetails. Keep in mind too, I don't know if you saw in the video that I had got these fringes to be 6 inches. Keep in mind that when you're going to be cutting the dovetails, or if it's diagonal or any kind of fixing you do to them, they will get short. So let's see how much shorter they got after I went ahead and cut the dovetails. It's at 5.5 inches. So it's oh gosh, I'm seeing centimeters. 47-inch braid, 5.5 inch fringes. So 5.5 and 5.5, that's 11. So 47 and 11, that's 58. So total length of this lei is 58 inches. Okay. And as I said on the other video, I like using this other part. I think it looks, I don't know, gives it a, I like how it's all satin instead of getting gross grain like over here. Here you see the gross grain and the satin. No, I like it all shiny. I like for it to just shine. Okay, so we go ahead and even it out. Make sure that our things are here. See? Okay. So our butterflies, we already said on the video, in case you didn't know, these are the butterfly itself is 2.5 by 2.5. The first offset is 0.056, and then the second offset, which is my my gold right here, my holographic. This one is 0.069. Okay, and these little badges that I made, in this case, it's this one for a medical assistant. See how it's got the stethoscope and the MA for the abbreviation for medical assistant. This one is I made the first one, which is the blue. I made it into 2 by 3. My second offset and only offset, which is the holographic gold, I made it into 0.083. My total size for this is 2.39 by 3.39. So it's pretty big, right? I mean, like, it's not bad at all. The size isn't bad at all. Now let's get into the numbers. This is the size that I will be using for this shorter lei. This is the number I'll be using for my other lei. I don't know if you've seen my video on the pink lei. This is the size right here. But I'll be using something in between, not too small, not too short, not too small, not too big. So the size for this is I made it into 2 by 3. The offset, I made it at 0.069. So it's just the offset would be the holographic part, as you can see right there. That's the holographic part. And yes, I used HTV for this number. And this will fit perfectly on my lei right here. How did I decide what size to make the numbers? This is how I decided. What I do is I just measure where I will want my numbers. In this case, I will start them from right here. This is where my numbers will start, and I measure. And I say, oh, okay, well, I have 14 inches, and there's 4 numbers. So just divide 14 and 3. So that's where I came up with, okay, so then my numbers can be up to 3 inches. Because 4 times 3 is 12. And it leaves the little, for the other 12, since it's 14, that's for the spaces that will be leaving in between. Now, my cutouts, these, the same thing. What you need to do is measure. Let's say this lei is up to right there. So we need to measure. So it's going to be right there, 11.5. And we want to add 2023. And it's 4 numbers, right? So then there it would be, I would need to make my numbers at 2 inches, like a little smaller. So just know, the longer the lei, the bigger the numbers can be. The shorter the lei, the shorter the numbers can be, or have to be actually. Otherwise you won't be able to put them all on there. These are the numbers to my longer lei. Oop. Oof. Forgot I had added the tape already. Okay. Where's my other number? Look what happens. I will start my number right there. This, if I would have added, so I would have no room for the last number. So just keep in mind, when a customer calls you and tells you, okay, well, can you add this? Can you add that? And I'm telling you by experience. This lady, she wanted $30 all in once it was a shorter lei than this one. It was a 35-inch lei. And me being a newbie, because I just started making these last year, I told her, oh yeah, I can do it. No, you can. There's no way, no possible way you can add $30 bills. Look at the size to a 35-inch lei. There's no way. I think it can only fit 23. I don't recall, but you can't fit the whole what is it called? $35 on a you can't fit that amount of money on a 35-inch lei. There's no way. A 35-inch lei would be shorter than this, and there's no way. I don't even think you can fit it on this one that's longer. So, okay, so now let's see what I'd rather use for this lei. For this lei, I will be adding, let's make it more on someone like me. I'm not feminish at all. As you can see the way I dress, I'm not feminine. I'm more combat boots, more, you know. So honestly, I wouldn't like a lei with butterflies. I like how they look. I have inspiration on making one, but if someone would ask me how I want my lei, it would be with no girly stuff. So let's make, since the other leis on the videos that are already uploaded look like more on the girly side, let's make something on my side. So let's fix this lei for me. So for something for me, I would add dollar bills, of course. I would add one to the end. And at the very end, just these at the very end, I just wrap it on the knot. Make sure you wrap them up good. You can always fold them. Always too, make sure that you bend the little tips on this. Bend them in, guys. We don't want the graduate to get hurt or tear their gown. You can always add glue, or you can put some alien tape to hold them. Okay, so I would do that. And since I think that the big numbers too, they're a little on the feminine side, not quite, but me that I like combat boots, I wouldn't have big numbers. So I would be proud to be a medical assistant. So I'll have my medical assistant badge on this side. And I would be proud of the college I'm graduating from. So I would add the name of my college on the other. And then for this part right here, I would add my class. And then I would just add more dollar bills. and the dollar bills. If you don't know how to add them, this is how. See these little things where I'm sticking my fingers in? Oops, I didn't press it. Don't think that that's how it's gonna be. So, see how I'm sticking? That's where you will be sticking the wire. See my fingers? I don't want to press it because then I have a hard time taking them off. So, oh. Dollar bill, and I'm gonna press this one this time so it just does stay. Let me make sure it would be right there. Pressing it real good. Do keep in mind that I already took these things off the lei about 5 times. So, okay, there we go. It stayed. So I would do that. And I'm just putting these however, it's just for a sample. See how it just like really sticks? Look. So you can see, get a little glance of how this thing there. Well, I had already been pulling on it, so anyway, right there. So I would do that, and I would add more dollar bills. Lots of dollar bills, lots of them. If you're not going to be using the alien tape, if you rather use the hot glue, by all means use the hot glue. But I would recommend that before you use the hot glue, you make sure that that really is the way you want your things to stay. Because with a hot glue, once this is there, it's there. And if you decide to add, per se, this one, if I would have added hot glue, the shape of it is different than this one. Let's say I want this one over here and this one over here. See the shape? If I take this one off, the glue will stay on that shape. But not a problem with this one since it's big. But when we come to over here, you'll be able to see the glue or the cardboard or whatever, the poster board that stayed on the glue on the lei on this side. You'll be able to see it through these little numbers. See? You'd be able to see white through those numbers. So make sure, oh, I'm showing it to the other side. I'm so used to the camera being, there we go. So make sure that you decide how you are going to want to design this. There we go. So we already said that this is a 58-inch lei. You see how many bills I can add to it? And then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you don't have this, so that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 and 9, that would be 18 You can only add 18 bills. So if you're going to make this 47-inch braid, and I'm saying the braid because the bills go on the braid, please do not tell the customer, oh yeah, I can add 20, I can add $30. You can't unless you overlap them. If you're going to be overlapping your bills, then yes, you can. If the customer wants $30 on a 48-inch lei, make sure you let them know that it's not possible. They're going to have to choose a longer length, which of course will change the price. So this one, see, I'm gonna overlap this one right here. And that's it. So that's how I would decorate my lei. If this was for me, this is how I would decorate it. This is me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not girly at all. So I wear makeup and all, but I rather boy stuff. And that would be my lei. That would be something I would like. Okay, well, I hope you like this video, and I hope you like the tip, and hopefully you do not forget about what I said about the length and about adding the money, and about how the shorter the lei, the smaller the numbers. There's no way that you'll be able to add these numbers per se. These numbers, which are the ones on the pink lei, these are 2 by 3.97. My battery's dying. Please hold. Okay, so I'm back. So yes, so keep in mind that you cannot use you cannot use big numbers with the short lei, and I already gave you the measurements that are possible. So these the numbers that the size of numbers that I use for this other lei, which are the 2 by 3, are good for a 48, 50, and 60-inch. With a 60, of course, you can just scatter them just a little bit more. But do not get an order for a 35-inch lei and want to use that size number. It's not going to work. It's not going to be like that. As I said, these are 2 by 3.97, and these are for my 60 and my 70 plus leis, which is the pink one, I think. Hold on. Okay, so this is a 66-inch lei, and the 66, I'm counting the braid only because the fringes will add to it. But since we're talking about the cutouts and the sizes of cutouts, we can add this lei 66 inches, this lei 48 inches. Numbers get smaller as the lei gets shorter. This one is 36 inches. So if you can notice, look at the numbers. These are for my 60-inch leis and 70s and all that, those other ones. This one. And then this one is for my 50, 48, and all those. See how this one is a little smaller, but this one is way smaller. It still looks cute though. Look. If I like girly stuff, I would love this one. It looks better in person, trust me. But see how the numbers looked smaller? Even if the lei is short, we really can work with it. It's not a matter of oh well, it's too short. It can't look pretty. It can be short and it can look pretty. It can be long and it could probably not look pretty. It's all up to how we decide to decorate them or embellish them. This one, I added rhinestones. I added a little more things than I did on these other ones. These were my first leis. I tried. And then we'll look at this one. This one isn't too fixed up, but compared to this one over here, I mean, look at the cutouts. It's nice. I'm not saying it's not, but look at these cutouts. So you go from this to this. Let me get it closer. Remember, if you use HTV, it looks a lot nicer compared to this is cardstock with permanent vinyl. And it gets ugly. See, this one, these other ones, they are poster board on back of the cardstock, so that it maintains nice and sturdy. I made this video super long. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to get all this out. If you have any questions, if I said something and you didn't quite understand what I was saying, or I confused you, let me know. Leave me a comment. I've always told you guys I love comments, good and bad. I just like comments. I like it when people comment, and I'm always here willing to help. If you have any questions on the sizes, because I make different sizes. I believe my UTRGV one, this one's 78 inches. My this red and this one is 64 inches. This one right here is 50 inches. This one over here is 48 inches. And then I have my 36 inch. I make different sizes, but it's up to you what size you want the lei. You want to know what size cutouts to use. You want to know how to make the cutout. Let me know. I'll show you. And anyway, till next time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.